Alright, this question says a light pulse travels with a net velocity of 2 times 10 to the 8th meters per second over a 1 meter distance. So we have a 1 meter distance right here. And we do know that the light travels with a net velocity of 2 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. So what we want to do there is we want to figure out the time that it takes for this pulse to travel. And then what we want to do is we want to figure out what it should have taken light provided that there was no absorption. The difference between those times is going to be the time of each absorption. So what we want to do is we basically want to look for time. And we want to do it twice using the formula. Well, let's change that to a v because we're really not talking about the speed of light for both of them. Okay, the given information we have two velocities. We have 2 times 10 to the 8th and we have 3 times 10 to the 8th. The distance is the same, it's 1 meter, and we are trying to solve for the time. So we're going to do two separate calculations. The first one, 1 divided by 2 times 10 to the 8th. The other one, 1 divided by 3 times 10 to the 8th. When you do this calculation, you get very, very, very small numbers. So 1 divided by 2, E8. You get 5 times 10 to the negative 9th. And when you do it 1 divided by 3, E8, you get 3.33 times 10 to the 9th. Now remember, this is how long it should take light if there are no absorptions or emissions. This is how long it did take. So when you subtract those two, what you get is the time of absorption. Let's see. Insert minus. Okay. So the time of absorption ends up being 1.67 times 10 to the minus 9th. And you can actually, this can go 1.6666 and so on. So this is the time difference. This is the time that the light slows down due to absorption. Now if you look at the original question, it says that each absorption takes 1 times 10 to the minus 11th seconds. So if you take the total time and you divide it by the time of each absorption, you will get the number of absorptions, which in our case is 167 absorptions, which is pretty significant for 1 meter.